Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Hump Day. I hope you guys are having a great week thus far. And I hope you guys are enjoying the summer. We're in August now. And, we've got basically if you're here in the Northeast anyway, in the United States and Northeast, we basically got a month left of decent weather. And then we get back to the reality of the situation when living in the Northeast of this country. But anyway, I digress. This has nothing to do with weather. This is all about marketing, folks. And today I have a pretty decent topic for you today. I want to talk to you about 7 things that you have to do when you're doing video marketing for your business. Video marketing is becoming, it has become an essential piece of your marketing, especially if you're doing any digital marketing, because video really tells a story. You got to do it the right way. So I want you to do more of it, but I'm going to give you 7 tips on how it can encourage you to do more of it, because it's important. We're now, remember the know, like, and trust factor, right? So know, like, and trust is all about knowing somebody. And when you see them, it's easier for you to know them. Back in the day, you can get away with a lot of writing and a lot of things like that. But now you got to do some video. You got to get yourself out there. You can have talking head videos, you can have engaging videos, funny videos, whatever it is, but do not discount the video aspect of your marketing, because it's important to introduce yourself to your public in a different way. You got to stand out there. You got to get out of your own way. And I understand if it's difficult for you, because it was difficult for me, to be honest with you. But anyway, before I get to the content, I want to talk to you guys about my book, 7 Steps to Recession-Proofing Your Business. Yes, it's available on Amazon. Yes, it's available on other online bookstores. But I'd like for you to request a copy from my website. Go to lbmsllc.com/book, and you'll see the book where I have offered there. One of the main reasons why is because when someone purchases it from me, from my website, I want to give you the opportunity to give you a free website analysis and business analysis of your business. It's a $500 value. It's 100% free, and it's just it's just a way of me giving you some free digital marketing advice based on how your website's positioned, based on how your images are positioned. By image, I mean your brands, and it's 100% free. So if you get the book off my website, which is lbmsllc.com/book, you will not only receive the book, but also have some time to schedule time with me and my team members or my team members, I should say, to get a free website and marketing analysis of your business. All right. So that's what I have for you in store for today. So go head over there right now and order the book from me. So let's get into the topic at hand, what is called video marketing. Video marketing is powerful. Okay, very, 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 very powerful. I said this a plethora of times, and I can't repeat it enough because it really gets the audience to get to know you. So, but a lot of people are afraid of it, I guess. I don't want to say afraid. My perception is that they are afraid of it. And, because a lot of people don't even know where to start and this and that. What should they do? Just in my opinion, the number one thing that you have to do to get started is just start with what you have. It's basically enough, guys. See, video marketing is one of the most intimidating areas of marketing for all of the small businesses, especially the ones that I've been working with, in the past 14 years. I don't know. It just seems like I seem to attract people who are afraid of video for some reason. But anywho, I digress. Here's the thing that you may actually think that you need to spend a lot of, spend a lot basically to create like high quality videos. But hey guys, that's not the case. You can start by producing quality videos and, and take advantage of this type of marketing on a very, very, very low budget. Okay. Just remember that these smartphones are powerful. They got great camera. The video quality is decent. And again, we don't have to do major production stuff. Okay. So you want to start with what you have. You want to start your video marketing, wherever you can. Okay. But you just want to make sure that you focus on learning new skills and improving this type of marketing as you go on. But for now, the number one thing you want to do is just start with what you have. One of the reasons why I want you to start with what you have is a couple of things. Number one, I want you to create the habit of video. So starting with what you have and then improving upon it later is really good, because once you get the hang of it, the gist of it, for the most of us, we're going to then start getting the bug, and we're going to start wanting to improve upon it and stuff. And that will get you your motors running, your creative juices running. The habit has been created. Then after a while, you just can't live without it, So that's one of the reasons why I want you to start with what you have. Okay. Number two, I want you to do your research. I am a huge advocate of research for everything I do. All right. Not just video marketing. I do it with everything, with keywords research. Research is the key. The more research I do on my on the clients that I take on, the better I do for them. I've noticed that. So it's the same thing here. You want to do your research. Your priority when you're creating video content for your marketing campaign should always be on the quality and not quantity. Okay. So again, do your research. So I want you to notice that the better quality. When I mean by quality, I'm not talking about the quality of videos. So let's start from there. Okay. Quality in terms of the content that you're producing. So the more research you do, the quality and content just increases. I mean, that's a given. So if you're out there giving, videos that people already know about, or it's just that poor quality. It's not even helping them in any way. Then of course it's not going to be effective. That's why I want you to do your research. What are people looking for? What are people searching for? What are your audience? What are the nightmare items for your audience? Ask yourself these things, okay? But a good places to look, right? You want to do keyword research. You want to start with keyword research, and you want to search on Google and of course on YouTube, okay? Because YouTube is a video platform, okay? You want to visit online forums, okay? You want to visit online communities. And actually the forums in the community, just this should go without saying, but I mean, mention it just to make sure. The forums in the communities that you want to visit, you got to make sure that those are the forums in the communities that your audience hang out on. Okay. So wherever that is, It could be Facebook. It could be Facebook groups. Facebook groups are huge. It could be that. It could be just regular chamber of commerce places where a lot of your target audiences. Could be a plethora of ways to get this content. I just want to make sure that you understand that when you're hanging out in these communities is for a purpose. So you're trying to gather as much information about what your audience is looking for, as best as you can, as much as possible. So that's what it's all about. Okay, when I mean by do your research, that's what I mean. Keyword research, hanging out in the forums and the communities where your customers are, and you'll rock it out. You'll start producing videos that specifically address their issues, and you'll start seeing a huge ROI. All right, number 3, you want to provide educational content. So it goes back to the quality, what I'm saying. So quality could be different forms. Okay, one is entertainment or edutainment, right? And I like to combine those two. Edutainment, in other words, educate and entertain. You could do that, or you just want to be educational. When you're starting out video, you definitely want to be educational. That's just my opinion. Some people say you want to start out entertaining and all that, so you could draw a crowd. I tend to disagree with that. I believe in the beginning, you should start out educational. Then you can start mixing it up a little bit with some entertainment and education, in my opinion. Okay, so what I mean by educational is how-to videos. They're particularly really great option for small businesses, for most small businesses. You can also create videos that share tips, share tricks, explaining features in more detail, like features that you have on whatever you're selling. It could be anything like that. That's what I mean by educational. So you want to provide educational content. That's number 3. Number 4, I want you to be a little bit bold. Because sometimes creating video, you get into your head a lot. So you're creating the video, you're editing. That's not good. You're stopping it, and then you're not uploading it to the platforms. So number 4 tip is try live video, off the cuff stuff. Just get it off your chest. You have something to say. Just try live video. Become a habit. It's like a video blog or vlog, as they call it. Just, maybe one of the things that I challenged one of my customers to do, because they were not a fan of video, was to create a live video every day. Just talk about anything. It didn't even have to be related to their business. I just wanted to get them out of the fear of video. Once they did that, I think I was like a month in or a month and a half in, they just started rolling off the tongue with business related stuff. So live, that's a good way of doing it. So the number 4 trick or tip is try live video. Try doing it. It even doesn't have to be about business, but if it's about business, great. But the thing is, I want you to get into the habit of it. And that's what this whole thing is about. Because once you're in the habit of it, you're going to start reaping the rewards. Okay. But let's talk about the business side of stuff for a little bit. So a lot of people say, well, Frank, what kind of videos are good for live, right? And I said, it could be personal. It could be just some random stuff that you have in your head, but you can do some behind the scenes videos that in my opinion are really, really popular. So it's a good way of introducing your team, let's say, introducing your story or your products or your services, right? They can also be a great thing for making announcements on live video. things like that. So if from a business standpoint, that's how I would structure it. From a personal standpoint, doesn't matter. You can structure it either way you want to do it. But this is just some really cool tips of what you can do. And if you guys, again, I always offer this every week, and I'm still offering it. If you guys ever need for me to be specific for your particular industry, whether you have a brick and mortar business that sells a service, or a brick and mortar business that sells a product, I can give you really, really pointed tips for your particular industry that will be great. So again, that's always offered. You could just go to lbmsllc.com/contact-us, fill out the form, and then somebody will definitely reach out to you and help you out. Just make sure that you mention on the comment section that you're responding to a podcast episode. That, at least that way it gives us a indication. But anyway, I digress. I'm going on to number 5. Start with an attention grabber. Okay. There are so many videos online, folks. I'm sure you've seen a plethora of them, right? I'm sure you've learned from a few of them as well. So you need to create videos that stand out. It's a little more difficult now than it was, say, 10 years ago, because there's so many videos. So you got to start with attention grabbers. So one of the best ways of doing this is to basically, to ensure that your video catches attention of the viewers, is to do an attention grabber within the first few seconds. Okay, so there are a lot of experts that agree that you need to grab attention the first 3 seconds. Okay, that's what the experts say. Because if you don't do that, people will likely turn away. So, okay, so people say, well, Frank, what are attention grabber stuff? There is a process called the pattern interrupt. So let's say you're a mortgage consultant, you're real estate agent, whatever, and people know that you sell real estate or mortgages, or even if you're a roofer, right? If you have a pattern interrupt type of thing where you start out your video with a question that has nothing to do with what you sell, that's an attention grabber. And that's just one example. Again, if you want more tips on that stuff, on attention grabbing things and pattern interrupts and all that stuff, give us a call. We'll help you out. Okay. Number 6, I believe. It's just 7. I'm not even sure where I'm at right now. I'm sorry. But you don't forget about keywords. You should incorporate keywords in your videos, okay? And especially now with the algorithm improving, say on Google, on YouTube, and all that stuff, where it's improving for voice, for voice types of. It's called voice. I even forgot the term of it. I'm sorry, guys. I drew a blank. But it's a voice technology that if you use the keyword enough on the video, the algorithm is going to pick it up. So again, we talked about some video. About keyword research and all that stuff. When you're in the video itself, you want to make sure that you mention that keyword every now and then within your video, so you can get picked up. Okay, it's pretty cool. Works pretty. It wasn't as good back in the day, but it is very, 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 very good now. Very effective. Okay, so those are the tips that I have for you today. I'm going to go over them one more time, so that way we're all in sync here. Okay, we want to start with what you have. No longer think too much about, my background is not good, and the lighting is terrible. Whatever, doesn't matter. Get out of the habit. Just start with what you have. Number 2, you want to do your research. That is the most important piece of this research, because if you're not given the content that your clients or your potential clients are looking for, you're basically wasting your time. 3, provide educational content. 4, try live video just to get out of habit. 5, start with attention grabber. And 6, I'm sorry, I thought I had 7, but it's actually 6. You don't forget about keywords. In other words, you want to mention your keywords. You want to mention your keywords in the video, because the search engines will grab it and pick it up. Okay. Now, before I let you go, see, a lot of people, when I talk about video marketing, a lot of people are automatically thinking about YouTube. Okay. And that's fine. But I want you to remember that there are multiple platforms. Okay. When it comes to video marketing, it's easier to focus on YouTube because that's what we think about. You need to remember that the social platforms, folks, they also host videos, and they're very, very, I think you can find a lot more content, especially with pattern interrupts, with that strategy that I talked to you about. You could just find it a lot easier on the social platforms than on YouTube. On YouTube, a lot of people, when they go, it's more of a how-to. They may stumble upon some of these other videos, but it's more of a how-to thing. People are specifically looking for something to do. I need to learn how to change a tire. I need to know how to, crack an egg without putting the shell in the thing, whatever, right? And people get tips on that. However, when you're going on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, they have other ways of getting that attention. So I don't want you to forget. I want you to remember that there are other strategies out there, other platforms to use. So I guess that's my 7th. Okay. I said 7. I gave you 6, but this is my 7th. My 7th is I don't want you to forget the other platforms. Okay. Especially with pattern interrupt, especially when you're doing your research, all of these things that I talked about before. Not so much on the keywords. The keywords is really you're gonna benefit a lot from that on YouTube. Gotcha. But the whole attention grabber scenario, especially the live, you can do live on all those platforms. You want to, and when you're providing educational content, all of that stuff, you're gonna benefit twofold on those other platforms, even a little bit better than YouTube. So anywho, that's all I got for you guys this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please, first, I want you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And I also want you to share this with someone that you think that can benefit from this, who have been on the fence, let's say, about video marketing. You say, you know what, I just heard this podcast from Frank Deming, the local business guy, and he says these tips. So if you do that, I would really, really appreciate it, guys. I would be an immense solid or favor, if either way you want to say it for me. So with that, folks, I will see you next week. Can't wait to hang out with you one more time with another episode. Next week, I actually have a guest, and I can't wait to introduce you to. So with that said, folks, this has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes. or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.